Okay, time for CELTA orientation. It's what we're here for, my first day. I'm a little nervous. I bought my first book bag in about 15 years. New notebook, new pens. Feel pretty prepared. A little curious to see who my classmates are going to be, what my teacher will be like. First day school jitters, again. I thought this would be over by 35. Bye, wish me luck.
And just like that, Em was back in school training to teach English around the world. After orientation, we met some of Em's classmates at Old Tricycle, a Thai restaurant next to Phuket Center Apartments where many of us were staying. Old Tricycle became our meetup spot, and we spent many of our nights eating tasty food, drinking beer, and being serenaded by a local singer/guitarist. Yes, he was a little cheesy, but we loved him anyway. Hey, babe.
Hey. First full day, and it was a full day. So, we started the day by learning Catalan, so we get to feel how it is to be a student.
You remember any words?
Got is glass, and agua is agua. There's a few other words in there somewhere, but that was like 8 hours ago, and that was a lifetime ago at this point. Yeah, so it was good. I mean, from the Spanish, I know how hard it is, so I already had a lot of sympathy. This is a whole different way of learning where it's complete immersion and no English allowed, and the teacher, Stuart, was excellent. He was just a great person to learn from. So that was good. And then we analyzed his teaching practice and how he went about getting us to understand words. And then we analyzed how we felt about the whole process. We could empathize with the students. So it was really good practice. And then that was from 9 until 11, I believe, or 10:30. We took a short break, like 15, 20 minutes. Then we went back and we planned for afternoon classes. So basically, we got about an hour prep time, and then we're thrown in the classroom. And we had elementary students, which some were fairly good. I mean, I would say almost intermediate. They had very good language skills. Some had very good written skills, but no verbal. And some had very good verbal, but no written. And a couple just really didn't have any skills at all. So it was really tough with the class.
True elementary learners.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to structure them and get them all to talk to each other, to take part in all the activities. There's 5 of us trainees teaching 5 students. We each taught about 15-minute segments, all 5 of us, and then we did a little game at the end to get to know each other's names again to make sure we had remembered it. And then we called that the day. That was at like 4. We took a 15-minute break. Luckily, we had an hour and a half lunch. I came home to a great lunch from Jess. I got about 10 minutes of downtime. An hour and a half goes like that when you're making photocopies and planning your next lesson and trying to eat lunch. And
I was a good housekeeper, right?
you were a great housekeeper. So that was great. And then at 4, we took a 15-minute break. Then we came back and we had our feedback session about what we thought of each other's teaching abilities, how well the first day went. I think we all agreed. All 5 of us have a pretty good presence in the classroom. We all spoke way too fast. We all didn't give clear enough instructions or demos. Some of us did better than others, but it was just the nerves, I think, that we kind of get ahead of ourselves and didn't use simple enough language for the students to understand. But the students were all really nice, and they really tried hard, and they were engaged. So it was good. It was encouraging. But we finished at about 5:15, and then I had some more classwork to do before coming back here. So it's about 6 now, and I'm tired, but I feel better. The jitters of the first time up in front of the class are out of the way. Tomorrow we just watch our trainee, who's Derek, do his job and see how it's done, and hopefully learn a little bit from him.
So how do you think your first teaching practice went?
I mean, I think it went overall fairly well, but there was too much teacher-student interaction and not enough peer work. And when we did peer off, we had 2 people in one group and 3 in another. And when I was with one group, they did fairly well, but once I was away from the other group for a couple minutes, I could hear them speaking Thai again in the background and kind of getting off task. So I have to do better at managing and keeping everyone on task and get them better at working together without me being part of the group, so I can step back and let them do the work. So that, talking slower and more embracing. I have to have bigger gestures, apparently, to get everyone involved in the classrooms. If I wanted people to kind of shuffle together, I'd ask Ying, please move over here. And Ying would move, but they wouldn't move the desk closer. So apparently I have to do like, I'm flying away to get people to squish their desks together. And gesturing, you can't point in Thailand, which I think is rude anyway, but everything's open palm and calling towards you this way. So it's an adjustment where I just, it's just a different way of signaling, and everything's bigger open gestures of what they respond to better versus.
So is your first impression you can teach?
God, I hope so, but it's really, really difficult. And everyone in our class did the same thing. We all said, thank God we're taking this course, because it seems like a simple thing with this lesson book and this course book to just stand up, teach the students the lesson. They have any questions, they ask you, you move on. But it's so much more difficult as far as keeping your language very simple, very straightforward, very slow. When you have someone in the class that has very little English vocabulary, you need visual aids for almost everything. You can't use any abstract words. You can't use pretend or create or anything at first that's not concrete. You need all concrete words like chair, table, things you can show pictures of. And if you don't happen to have a picture, then you're miming a lot. We were all miming a lot today. But yeah,
I wish I could have seen that.
I think I could do it. It's just, it's like trying to, like a secret. How do you tell someone a secret miming? So we were like, fold your paper in half, keep it, don't show, shh. So you feel like kind of an idiot up there because you have your 5 students, and then you have your other trainees in our tutor who's all watching you, and you're engaged with them, so it kind of does your peripheral vision, at least mine, kind of shut down. I really concentrate on the students. But every once in a while, you kind of step outside your body and you see yourself going, shh, secret, don't show. But that's what you need when you try being more subtle. They just don't get it. I mean, at first we were just like, close it and don't show your neighbor. And they had no idea what we're talking about. The sheets were wide open. They're sharing answers left and right. That task was not successful in that way. But then once we got the idea of like big gestures, that worked better.
Well, you probably want me to let you off camera now.
Yeah.